You were driving down a narrow forest road. The moonlight filtered through the treetops, casting long shadows on the ground, and the road seemed endless. The engine of your car quietly hummed, and the air was filled with an eerie silence, interrupted only by the occasional cry of night birds. The deeper you went into the forest, the stronger the feeling that something was wrong. You tried to ignore it, convincing yourself it was just exhaustion. Suddenly, out of the corner of your eye, you noticed movement between the trees. Something large and dark flickered between the trunks. You instinctively slowed down, squinting into the darkness when, suddenly, a pair of huge, glowing eyes appeared from the shadows. They stared straight at you, unblinking, cold and disturbingly bright. Without hesitation, you slammed on the gas, and the car jerked forward. But your heart froze when you realized the creature was chasing you. It moved incredibly fast, much faster than you'd expect for something so massive. Its long limbs, nearly touching the ground, carried it right behind your car. You glanced in the rearview mirror and saw those eyes coming closer and closer. After driving for what felt like miles, you spotted lights ahead, a small roadside inn, like a last bastion of civilization in this silent nightmare. You swerved onto the parking lot, jumped out, and hurried inside, your breath catching in fear. The innkeeper gave you a strange look but said nothing as you quickly rented a room. That night, sleep wouldn't come. The terror from the earlier chase still gripped you. Around midnight, you heard strange sounds, heavy footsteps outside your window. They were getting closer. Your heart pounded as you cautiously peered through the curtain, and there it was. The forest monster stood under the street lamp, its enormous eyes glowing in the darkness. It seemed to be searching, or hunting. You knew you couldn't wait. Quickly gathering your things, you bolted from the room and sprinted to your car. As you unlocked the door, you felt its gaze on you. Turning, you saw the monster charging straight toward you. In a panic, you started the engine, but the tires screeched, struggling to gain traction. You pressed the gas harder, and just as the car started to move, you heard a loud thud. Glass shattered around you, and a massive clawed hand gripped your shoulder. You tried to pull away, but the creature was already dragging you out. The last thing you saw was its bright, insatiable eyes before darkness swallowed everything.